Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Ms. Roxanne's Daily Rambles. Today we're doing Legends of Tomorrow, Season 1, Season 2, Episode 6 called Outlaw Country. So we start off with a future person um, goes to the past in 1876 and he found something really valuable. And so a gang found him, and basically he tries to tell them, like, this is really valuable stuff. I'll cut you in for half of the profit or whatever. And so the gang learns how to use the technology he has, and so they off him since they learned that. And so Team Legends strategize, and then Stein and Jax talk, and then Stein is getting a little bit of a headache, but then it kind of goes away. And so Nate can't really find anything at all, but then the time seismograph goes off and they find some weird stuff in 1876. So then, as they're going to 1876, Nate drew himself a costume. And, but if they had the proper tools and the material to do the suit, Ray said he would able to do it. And so then they see that the gang surrounded Jonah Hex and by hanging him. So the legends show up and they rescue him. Nate runs ahead, and then the Teen Legends go after Turnbull, who is the the gang leader. So they create a plan. Then Ray, Jackson, Nate are tax collectors. But they get busted like right off the bat because the tax collectors are in his pocket. And so then we have Hex and Sarah talk, but he doesn't want to talk. He's like, "Y'all can go now. I'm fine on my own." But she makes them realize, like, "Look, you're gonna need our help." So then Mick finds Turnbull, and then we have Stein has his brain scan because he keeps having a headache, but then he starts seeing a woman in this headache. Then Ray found Dwarf Star in the mine, and so that's what the future guy found, was a bunch of Dwarf Star alloy. Then Mick and Turnbull are very chummy. They get along great because they're both kind of outlaws. And so Hex is going into the saloon, and then there's a bar fight, and then Nate saves Mick because he thought he could withstand his bullets because he has so far. But these were Dwarf Star bullets, and it literally went kind of through him, and so he got rushed to the Wave Rider, and there's a 50-50 shot that he's going to make it. Then Sarah wants answers, so Hex tells her on how he got his burns. It was from the first time around when he was running with Turnbull, and he was like trying to rescue people and help people out, and that's how he got the burns. And then Jax confronts Stein because he actually sees the woman because they share minds. So he's starting to see that as well. So he's trying to see like if he's okay and stuff and like what's going on. And Stein literally doesn't know what's happening right now. Then Mick and Vixen talk, and then we found out that Nate's going to be okay. And then Nate's afraid now of like what if that happens again? Like what if I actually die? Like he's terrified. And then Ray encourages him. It's like, you just need to do what you need to do. I understand that because I used to have a suit that used to protect me, but I still got to help people. That's what I'm here for. It is to help people. So then we find out what Ray is. Then Ray finds out what Turnbull's plan is, and we plan to collect the alloy and then use a train to take it across the country. So Nate is going to stop the train using his superpowers. So then Sarah turns in Hex onto Turnbull, and then we have Mick and Vixen light the dynamite in the cave to stop people from getting more Dwarf Star alloy. And then they run for it, and then Hex gets Turnbull and arrests him. So they did a switcheroo and arrest Turnbull. So then Nate literally starts the train by himself, which was incredibly cool. And a bit of a Superman type deal, because usually he always stops trains, and a little bit of Supergirl, so it was like a nod to them, so that was pretty cool. Then Sarah and Hicks say goodbye. Then Vixen and Mick talk some more and offers to help Mick control his crazy like thief inside and try and make him more of a team player, I think. And then Stein and Jax talk some more, and he says that he loves this girl. He doesn't know who she is, but he loves her. And just like, And then we find that Ray built Nate's suit and him a spare suit as well, thanks to the alloy. And then they got a message where they had to return to 2016. And that's the end of the episode. So I like this episode. I'll give this one an A+. And it was just a really good episode all around. And you can see a dynamic between everyone. And I like how Hex was involved. I feel like he'll be a really good series regular. And I know it was just a guest spot, but I feel like, he could be a featured like person in the series. But anyway, it was a really good episode. I really enjoyed it. I kind of like westerns, kind of don't, but this one I really liked. So anyway, it was a really good episode, and I liked it. So anyway, that's what I'm doing for this video. So if you like this video, please go to like, comment down below, tell me what you think of it. Do you agree, disagree, have any other suggestions for any other shows, music, or movies? Also let me know down below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.